All right, hi again everyone. So this video is going to be a little bit different. Today's Monday and I'm going to start you out with a glance at the garden behind me. It's doing super good. Steve's put in a lot of time going out there and cultivating in between the rows with the tractor, and then he's also gone out there and done a lot of hoeing by hand. I get out there and help him when I can in the afternoons, but I can't always do it during the day. So it's mainly been him that's been keeping everything in tip-top shape out here. But anyway, we're going to start out with a look at the garden, and then we're going to go back to Friday when Anderson killed his first turkey and go through the weekend, and then I will bring you back here to Monday in a few minutes. See you in a few. There's all of our corn. And here are our peas and beans. I will say this fence from Premier One has worked wonders at keeping the bunny rabbits and the deer out. We are absolutely in love with it. There's our okra row. We did go back and soak the seeds overnight and planted more. There were a few plants that made it. Unfortunately, their stems just weren't strong enough, the original ones that we planted. And then here's all of our black eyes. 3 rows of them. I'm sorry, 2 rows. And then there's our squash plants. And then this is the row that Danny went back with me and helped me replant. And you can see that there's little itty bitty plants coming up.
This is my first turkey ever, and I shot him at about 40 or 50 yards.
And how many shots did it take?
1.
Just 1?
Mm-hmm.
Good job, bud. How's your turkey?
Very good.
You proud?
Mm-hmm.
Were you able to provide dinner for everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
That's awesome, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
What did we see while we were over here at Granny's frying turkey?
We saw a huge gobbler.
We did, didn't we? Right out in the front yard.
I'm pretty sure it was bigger than mine.
Maybe so. There goes
Over here.
Ducky.
Over here.
Why?
Because I told you to.
They don't know what to do.
We don't run. I'm going all the way back over there.
That does not feel good.
They don't like it.
Nope, they want to go back.
Yep.
And I know right where he's going. Daddy!
Okay, come out again.
Well, Easter looks a little bit different this year, doesn't it? Instead of having our big family gatherings with tons of kids hunting Easter eggs and a big family meal, this year it's just the immediate family, and that's okay. Easter isn't about Easter egg hunts or bunny rabbits or little baby chicks or anything like that. That's what it's been marketed as, but that's not the reason for Easter, and we all know this. So even though we can't all come together today, that's okay. It'll give us extra time to sit back and listen to our church's live stream about the real reason for Easter. Right now, I'm actually on my way to go do my grocery pickup because I placed my order like 4 or 5 days ago, but today was the first time that I could actually go pick everything up. So once I pick up the grocery order, we can go back to the house, and we are going to let you know, the boys color Easter eggs. Well, I say the boys. Danny went back to his mom's, so right now it's just Anderson at the house. But we are going to let him color some Easter eggs, and we're going to have an Easter egg hunt, but we're also going to have our family meal and talk about the real reason that Easter exists and why we should all be so thankful for this holiday. A holiday that is not nearly as popular as Christmas or Halloween, but is one that maybe should be. So yeah, I'll get back to the house. I'll start cooking lunch. It'll be a late lunch today. We may not even eat until around 3 or 4, but that's okay. Like I told my niece, we have all day. So I'm personally looking forward to a small, intimate Easter. You know, obviously we wish Danny could be here with us, but that's okay because he has Easter at both houses. You know, he spends 1 year with his mom and then he spends the next year with us, and it's only fair. So, yeah, so that's what we're going to do today. And I hope every one of you has a wonderful Easter, and I hope you enjoy the intimate time that you and your family have together today. Hey y'all, so it is the Monday right after Easter. It's probably about 4 o'clock in the afternoon about now. Steve's back there on the bush hog if you can't hear him. And I'm out here actually planting some more carrots in one of the raised garden beds. Quickly, I wanted to let y'all know that yesterday we actually lost 2 of our chicks. Not the smallest, we call them the itty bitties. We didn't lose 2 of those. We actually lost some of what we think are the Americanas, and we're pretty sure that it was a hawk that came down and got 2 of them, and then it actually mangled another one. So the one that it injured, I have her on the porch in a cage, and I'm putting medicine on her wounds, hoping that her leg will get back to where she can use it again. But I'm not holding my breath because I don't think it's broken, but she sure can't use it right now. So the storms have just rolled through here. We actually didn't get very much rain at all, which I'm okay with because it's supposed to rain for the greater part of the week now. And the last thing we need is for everything to be soggy and for our garden to turn into, you know, a pond. So I figured while everything was just a little damp, I'd come out here and try to plant some more carrots. Danny loves them. I love them for snacks, so figured if I could get some more to come up, then it's a win-win. Y'all will get a kick out of this. My handy dandy tool of the trade today, the end of a spoon. I don't have one of those, I don't even know what they're called, the small little rakes that have the 3, I guess, claws for like digging up in garden beds. I don't have one of those, so I just use the end of a spoon. It works. All right, there's my 3 little rows. I've got to hurry up and get them covered because it is actually starting to rain. There's a quick shot of one of the raised garden beds. Notice I have 2 soaker hoses over here that have yet to be installed. Yeah, I just haven't done it yet. No excuse, just haven't done it. And then here's the other raised garden bed with the tomatoes and the cucumbers up there. And then down here is where I've got the 5 rows of carrots, 2 of which are already coming up. Those little tiny things right there. All right, that was a quick rain. It came and went within just a couple of minutes, but there's all the big girls. I just gave them some scraps and they're super happy right now. Look at that. Somebody came out of the pond to come meet the other new ducks. Although I'm sure his grumpy self would never admit that. So as you can see, we did move our geese and our ducks and some of the actual younger biddies, not the itty bitties, but just the biddies, out here by the pond. We're trying to get the ducks acclimated to being near the water, in hopes that we can open the fence during the day sometime and let them go and play in the pond, and then still bring them back up here at night. And unfortunately, this is where 2 of the biddies went missing. Pretty sure it was either an eagle or a hawk, and then the other one got injured. But I will say, there was a couple of hawks that flew over today, and as soon as the bigger chickens saw the hawks, they took off running and got under their coop. And I know these, I think, have learned the same thing, because Steve said he saw a bird flying over top of them, and they all ran to get under cover. So they are learning. Unfortunately, they just didn't learn quick enough. They're quite enjoying themselves with this new area because the grass was so high over here. Now, if you notice, we did go around the edge where the fence is, and we did mow, and that just keeps the fence from grounding out, because if the grass is too high, it will cause it to ground out. So the geese are actually getting some feathers too. We saw one of them oiling themselves this morning. Alright, so I'm back again. I know today's video wasn't exactly the standard format, and it was kind of pieced together, but I did want to include Anderson's first turkey. I hear you, Ducky. I wanted to include his first turkey. We didn't, shoot a lot of film on it, but it was definitely worth mentioning. He was very excited. Danny got his first turkey last Monday, and then Anderson got his that Friday. So they both got theirs within the same week. I've actually ordered some materials to make shadow boxes. We saved the shotgun shells that they used, and we saved some feathers. So I'm going to make some shadow boxes for the boys. That way they can remember their first turkey. But anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. I do have another video. I'm working on editing it right now. We did end up getting our pig pen up. We went and got the hog panels, and we installed them the lazy man's way. I'm just kidding. We did use the tractor for the T-post, but like my daddy always said, work smarter, not harder. So as soon as I finish editing that video, there's a gnat in my face. As soon as I finish editing that video, I will get it uploaded for y'all. And if y'all have never used the tractor for putting in fence posts, the T-post, I highly recommend it. Cuts down a lot of time. So anyway, oh, there's a hummingbird just came to my feeder. He's not happy that I'm out here right now because he doesn't want to come with me this close to it. Anyway, so I hope you all had a marvelous Easter weekend. I hope you were able to truly focus on the real reason behind Easter. And I know that we have fun with the Easter egg hunts and all that stuff, and that's fine. But as long as we're remembering the real reason for Easter, to me, that's what's important. And I also hope that you were able to make the most of your small, intimate gatherings, and that even if it was just you and, say, your spouse, or just you and your kids, that you made the most of it and spent some quality time together. So thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.